All right, welcome guys. Alvy and Mel, Powered Health Coaches from Powered Health with Alvy and Mel. So today we're going to bring up a really cool topic, like a topic that's really close to my heart, which is fitness. It's obviously the way I started in the industry, being a personal trainer. It's something that I'm obviously very comfortable with. I've been doing for the last 10 years, personal training. It's how I met my beautiful queen through personal training. And something we want to kind of deliver out there. We thought, we've been in a lot of mindset stuff lately, doing your why, your story. We did our background story, which is really cool. But we're like, let's touch on something that we've really kind of nailed, which is fitness. Yeah, so let's give you a bit of a background story first, and then we're going to actually throw through some the benefits of functional training. I don't know how much you guys have done in functional training or CrossFit or whatever you want to call it. We're going to throw out some benefits that's actually involved with the benefits of functional training. And then, seeing only the two of you guys on tonight, we're going to actually, if you want, up to you, get a bit of feedback and any questions you might have, and then we're going to have a little special offer for you at the end as well. Cool. So basically, my background story is, obviously, I have a football background, or soccer, as they call it in Australia. Playing a lot of football when I was very young, from the age of 5 all the way up to about 17, 18. Played at professional levels, rep levels, New South Wales, all that kind of stuff. Was very into it. I was even looking at making a professional career out of it. Had a couple of knee injuries, as happened, and that's when I kind of started getting into my fitness. So I started, obviously, with the injuries, I was obviously very inquisitive, trying to find out what happened, why did it, what went wrong with my knee, blah, and just kind of kept on delving in, and I just created a passion for fitness, and that's how I started doing personal training from about the age of 18, quite young. Left it for about a year, and then I was straight back into it. So it's been a passion of mine ever since. About 3 or 4 years ago, I started getting to real functional type of training with CrossFit. That's where I really felt the changes in my body. Before then, I used to do like your basic kind of bodybuilders, chest one day, biceps, and that was okay, and I was doing all right. But if I showed you guys the before and after, you'd freak out. Like I was fit, or I thought I was fit, until I started doing functional training. That's when my level of fitness just climbed and climbed. I really saw changes. Mel, you want to give a little background story?
Yeah. So my background is I fought my entire life. I was a fighter, and same thing, I took it very seriously. My dream was to get into the Olympics, and same thing, injuries got in the way, schooling got in the way as well, because I knew there was no career there. It was just a dream of mine. So I ended up stopping that, and I was injured as well. I started CrossFit probably like 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. But just before I started CrossFit, I was playing like 3 to 4 games of Oz Tag every week, for like different teams and reps as well. And it took a toll on my body and my back and my knees and everything, because I wasn't used to that. My body wasn't used to that intensity. So once I started CrossFit with Alvy, my body just started transforming, because I was working on my posture, I was working on the movements, working on my strength and everything. So it wasn't just about running and holding a ball, it was about everything. So it's really improved injury-wise and body-wise. It's really improved dramatically.
Yes, that's a few of the changes that we found. And welcome, Milo, man. How you doing, brother? Just pop yours on mute when you get a chance. We're just going through our functional training, brother. You can hear us?
Yep, all good.
Hi, Milo.
Just pop yours on
Hey,
mute.
Mel, how are you, girl?
Yeah, just pop it on mute when you get a chance, brother. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go through what we believe are the 8 benefits of functional training. All right, so these are something that I've researched myself, and Mel's helped me out with it as well, and something that I've also developed over the last 3-4 years of just functional training, and also developed with my clients. So I'm going to just touch on it, because I can speak all day about it, really. There's so many benefits, amazing. But we're just going to bounce back and forth on 8 main areas, yeah? So the most important one when we talk about functional training, it's the functional movement. Yeah, it's movements that our bodies are naturally used to doing. Yeah, when you think about every day when you're sitting down right now, you're technically in a squat position. Yeah, when you pick something off the floor, you're doing a deadlift. Now when you're grabbing something off the top of a roof or off the cupboard, you're doing an overhead press and a pull. So these are movements that we're doing every single day. It's just we're not training for it. That's why we get so many injuries, because we're sitting down so much, we're slumped over like this. So lower back's copying all this compression through the vertebrae. It's all about having good posture, right? Which takes us to number 2. All right, posture. Mel loves this one.
Posture, yeah, because it really helped me. So your posture reduces your risk of injury. So again, I'll go back to the OzTag days where I was suffering from back pains all the time, because again, my body was just being smashed every week and I wasn't used to it. So the fact that I was working on a deadlift and I was working on my posture has forced my shoulders to come back, my back to be straighter, and the only time I get back pain is when I do really heavy deadlifts, which is muscular pain. It's not joint pain, it's not vertebrae pain, it's muscular, because it's
what's supposed to happen anyway.
It's what's supposed to happen. So yeah, I mean, knock on wood, I've been injured once, and that's because I jumped into a competition when I was like really, really fresh, because someone else was pulled out. But other than that, I've 2 years and I haven't been injured. So yeah.
Yeah, it's very important. If you're going to keep fit, you want to stay healthy. Like, what's the point if you're injured all the time? Constantly doing an elbow, shoulder, hips. Like, that's not fun. All right. The third one we're going to go to is a massive one. It's obviously a massive issue in Australia and the whole world. Is fat burning. So the reason behind this, when you're doing functional movements, you're calling onto more muscle groups, and the more muscle groups you can use, obviously the more calories you're going to burn. The more calories you burn, the more fat you're going to burn. And because you're igniting the muscle cells, you're actually creating a caloric burn for the next few hours. So it's not just the burn you get. People go, "Oh, I'm going to go for a run because I burn my calories." Yeah, you do, but then there's no burn after. So your metabolism just stops there. But the moment you kind of start doing functional movements and actually using more muscle groups, your metabolism increases and you still burn hours after that. Yes, that's a massive one, which correlates directly with muscle toning, which is the next one.
Yeah, muscle toning. So, for example, pull-ups. Use pull-ups as an example.
Sure.
Pull-ups, for example, you're using, it depends. If you do chin-ups, you're using your biceps. Obviously, you're going to use you're going to muscle tone there. If it's a deadlift, you're using a lot of your hammies and muscle tone there. It's just going to add. Because it kind of correlates with the fat burning as well.
Yeah, because with the toning, right? Because look at Olympic weightlifters, for example, or gymnasts, or even a better example.
They're ripped ass.
They're lean, they're ripped, they're proportion. Yeah, because they're doing movements that are made for their body. Yeah, it's all functional. They're holding themselves up. They're doing flips and all this kind of stuff. So they're forced to use their whole body. So their whole body's working in proportion, and it's forced actually to hold its weight. Yeah, if you can't hold your own weight, then what's the point? Yeah, so that's why you see a lot of gymnasts in particular have a very good muscle tone. Yeah, believe it or not, Olympic weightlifters do as well, but a lot of them just seem to just put on the weight because they don't have to be, cardio fit as well. But you'll see that they have a really good muscle tone as well if you did all the measurements as well. Core stability, which is for me massive. I never really paid attention to it. I did a lot of ab work, sit-ups just to try and get the six-pack, and we were just made to do it when we played football. Never really appreciated it until I started getting those injuries and realized I had instability in the body. You have one injury there, it causes instability somewhere else. So you've got to realize once you get that core strong, which is the part which supports your spine, which is the most important part of your body, that's where everything becomes a lot more seamless. Yeah, and once I kind of got this stronger with basic movements, obviously a lot of Olympic weightlifting, a lot of gymnastic movements, I just kind of avoided injury because my body was working in sync. Yeah, once your body works in sync with each other, it just makes everything so much better.
You can take that one because I can't pronounce the word.
Musculoskeletal. Yeah, so it creates a good relation between the nervous system, and the musculoskeletal system, which is very important. Yeah, you need to have that good correlation between the two communicating. So your nervous system is obviously linked to your brain and it's communicating with your muscles. Yeah, so you need to have that good correlation. And when you're doing obviously functional movements, if you're not having a good communication, then you're going to break down. So it does improve that as well. Moving on to the next one. So we're on to what? 2, 4, 6. Yeah.
So number 7.
We're on to 6 now. Yeah.
6, yeah.
Sport specific.
Sorry, I was reading ahead. Yeah, sport specific. So no, we just did that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so high intensity.
Yeah, cool.
So high intensity. You know, everyone, we know that high intensity burns fat as well. Blah blah blah. But guess what? It improves your fitness as well. So the higher intensity, the more cardio workouts you're also doing as well at the same time as doing those movements, and it obviously improves your fitness. So we actually have a lot of boys that train with us that purely just focus on strength, and you can't even get them to go for a run because they won't do it because they know they can't, or they know they won't be able to keep up or whatever it is. So high intensity, obviously, yeah, it does 100% improve your fitness, and just your ability to just run or row or
whatever it might be. Anything performed at a high intensity is going to be a lot more beneficial. There's some things like your core work has to be done at a lower intensity. That's fair enough. But the more consistently high intensity you keep things, the more consistently you're going to burn body fat, you're going to improve your fitness, and up here you're going to improve a lot more because you know how to deal with any issues that come up. And if you're going to approach a workout with no fear, imagine how you're going to approach life. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I don't look at training as, I'm going to be lifting the heaviest in the gym and go for the fastest time. Yeah, cool. That's a cool benefit to have from it. But what I look at it is if I can smash this and overcome this, then I can overcome anything that comes at me. Yeah, and that's the way we should be looking at it. All right, and the last one we'd like to go over is constantly varied, which I've already touched on. It's good to mix it up. Everyone gets bored going doing the same workout every single day. So you've got to keep the mind fresh and keep the mind always guessing. If you're kind of throwing the same workout all the time, your body's going to be, oh yeah, I see what you're doing here. Bench press again, got this one covered. So you've got to change it up, people change it up by changing the weight, changing the movement, incline, decline, changing the exercises around it. Makes a totally different story. If you're doing a bench press and boom, straight to like push-ups or straight to dips, it totally changes the workout. So you've constantly got to vary up the workouts. All right. So that's the 8 benefits. We'll quickly refresh again. We've got number 1, it's just everyday movements. Yeah. So you're refining things you're going to do every single day. Number 2,
posture, my favorite.
Yeah, you've got to have good posture. Yeah.
It forces you to have good posture.
Yeah, a lot of jobs these days you're sitting down and you're like hunched over, so it forces you to get into good posture. Yeah. Number 3, fat burning. Yeah, we all obviously want to keep our fat levels down. You need a certain amount of good fats, but there's a lot of visceral fat and there's nasty fats we don't actually want. Okay. Toning, obviously very important. You want to look good, have the guns. All right. It's important to have that tone. Yeah, you want to feel confident in your own skin. It's not just the aesthetic thing. Oh, look at me, I fucking look awesome. No. You want to be comfortable in your skin, feel confident to walk out and be like, yep, I've worked hard for this. This is who I am. All right, number 5.
Core stability.
Yeah, very important. Yeah, so once you've got that nailed, everything else comes a lot easier. Number 6, sport specific. So if you are doing any kind of exercises with sport, it's obviously going to help easily. So we say with CrossFit, it prepares you for any single kind of movement, any sport possible. And actually encourage you to actually take up a sport when you do it too.
Would you have that?
I noticed when I started doing CrossFit, my football just came easy. Like I was running more, I was more energetic, I was more sharper, stability, everything was just easier. I wasn't even training for football. I was doing 1 football session a week compared to 3 that I used to do, and I felt even fitter than I was 10 years ago. So it's just proven statistics. And then
high intensity, which obviously burns more fat and improves your fitness, which is probably more important.
Yeah, and then constantly varied. So they're the 8 major reasons why I believe functional training is the only way to go. And it just improves every single area of life. And
can I just touch on something?
Sure.
We don't have leg day. Every day is leg day. So, I work in a gym and it's like, oh, it's leg day today. And it's like, oh, okay, I don't know what that is because every day's leg day for me,
It's true.
it's all body day.
All right. So without keeping you guys too long, we wanted to get a bit of feedback on what benefits you might find from that, or I'm going to give a quick, probably 5-minute question and answer time. Only if you're willing. I'm not going to throw you guys in the deep end and be like, what do you think? What do you think? Nah. If you're willing, just give me a hand now and say I want to just ask a quick question, and I'm happy to throw you guys on. So, any show of hands, anyone wants to ask a quick question at all?
Oh, Milo, since he's got no video.
No, he's all good. Yeah, Lee. All right, brother, jump in, man. What do you got?
Why not, mate? Because obviously I'm a bodybuilder. So bodybuilders and CrossFitters are like this. No, I'm just joking. How do you? I'll take this from your experience because you guys are right into your CrossFit, and I see a problem with it. Like, not CrossFit. How people they go out there and the technique's really bad and all the rest of it. You know, like how do you guys find working on technique and with your clients? What do you do to nail down their techniques to make sure that they've got it perfect? So, you know, that obviously prevents injuries as well because you guys aren't getting injured. So you're obviously doing it right.
Yeah, that's an awesome question, Lee, man. And that's something that really kind of frustrates me. You know, I see it all the time when I'm training myself and when I go to different CrossFit boxes myself to actually coach. You know, a lot of them, what we say is there's no bad CrossFitter, just a bad coach. So if you're not at the right place where you're getting coached properly. So for example, where I coach, we have like a fundamentals. They have to go through a 4-week fundamental process where they go through all the fundamental exercises. And until they complete that successfully by one of the approved coaches, they won't actually get to go into the classes. So I believe that's essential. And anyone that actually jumps in with me one-on-one goes through the same process. I go through all the fundamentals with them. Then I go through a testing period to see where the fitness is at, and then we go through the program. I'm not going to just willy-nilly throw a program out and go, yeah, good luck to you, you know. It's about knowing where they're at. That makes sense?
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, it's good to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny boy, throw us a question.
Mine's sort of about posture.
Mm-hmm.
What is a good exercise for your posture? Because I've been told you're doing your shoulders with your rotating cuff. You can do them, or because I had a shoulder injury through boxing.
Yeah.
For the rotating, and they were saying that's good for your posture to bring your shoulders back as well. I was just wondering, is there any more type of exercises that you could do for your posture? That's just
that's good, man. It's important because a lot of people have a lot of posture issues, and I'm always constantly trying to be aware of it. I'm not going to give you a full medical grade assessment because I can't do that just from visual. You can see that in person. But when I see someone obviously in person, when I'm training them, I'll also do a postural assessment, see where they're at, see where their shoulders are at, you know, see if there's any kind of hip tucks at all. You know, that basically when you look at a postural assessment, everything should be lined up. Your ear to your shoulder, to your hip, to your knee, to your ankle should be all in one line. If any of those are out, it means we've got some kind of postural problem and there might be some imbalance in the body. All right, but that's got to be done in person and normally done by a physio as well. It's not just your average personal trainer. So I'll normally refer them to my physio if I see a massive problem there. But
and I've just started calisthenics. Can't even say it. Calisthenics.
Yeah,
that's it. I've just started that. Is that sort of like CrossFit, or is it a lot different? That's more body weight stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all body weight, which is still functional, man. And that's it. We're not here to endorse CrossFit. We're here to endorse functional training in whatever pattern that might come. So as long as you're doing something that encourages whole body movement, whether it be body weight in calisthenics, you know, powerlifting, you know, all CrossFit's done is grabbed 3 main areas of functional training, which is Olympic and powerlifting. Yeah, they've grabbed gymnastics, and then your basic kind of running, rowing, swimming, bike riding, which is athletics. Just grab those 3 components and just put them all into one big sport. That's all they've done.
Yeah. I mean, you've got F45, for example, who do functional movements as well, but a lot of it's all body weight. They don't do Olympic lifting, and it's more circuit style, but it's still functional movement.
Yeah, it's still, and so you got to do what caters for you. If you're not someone that likes to lift heavy, you don't want to put on too much muscle size, then you can work towards that as well. Yeah, but I've noticed with most of my clients, if I get a good balance of all of them, you're going to get the body you want anyway. It's mainly for the nutrition anyway that's going to really change the body fat and all that kind of stuff.
To touch on the posture thing though, what I found helped for me was deadlifts. Just being, but not actually doing the deadlift. So just being in that position, that starting position on the ground, and having and looking at yourself in the mirror. I was always against looking at myself in the mirror while training, but I found that if I was side on and my back was straight, I knew that's where I had to be. So I kind of implemented that into my mind, and yeah, it just keeps improving now, and that's how I started improving my posture from the beginning.
Yeah, like Mel said, the technique's everything. There's no point me throwing you into a deadlift and be like, yeah, just lift it up, man. Good luck. There's a way to do it. You know, it's like with your job. You know, I'm sure there's a specific way you do your job, not just go in and get it done. You know, you can have a way, or you can have an efficient way. You know, and I believe in the most efficient way, which is going to serve you more, and you're actually going to get more benefits from it anyway.
Yeah. Well, my old boxing coach told me I'm going to start doing more sumo lifts.
Yeah.
Sumo deadlifts. Because in a I don't know, my inner thigh, wherever it is.
Yeah, that's
grind. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a difference between a sumo deadlift and a normal deadlift. You have your feet wider, so you it just enables you to actually engage the inner thigh muscles a bit more. But you're still working a lot of the back and the posture, which is really good for you, man.
Yeah. And just on that note about Saltags, I'm trying to stay away from gyms, because every time we go to the gyms, it's too much. There's too many people. You can't get equipment. I'm just over it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to do.
To be at a gym, man. I do a lot of my training outside. You know, I just go for a run, find a bar, pull-ups, push-ups, squats.
Yeah, in summer we were doing park sessions all the time, because they've
so many other ways you can do it, man. Like, I love lifting heavy weights. You know, I'll make sure I get a few bar sessions a week. But man, there's so much you can do just with body weight, just basic equipment. You don't need to be lifting heavy stuff or being in the gym. I can't even remember the last time I used a machine.
I don't. I work in customer service in a gym, and we get asked all the time, "Oh, can you, how do you use this machine?" I have no idea. I've never actually used a machine before, ever.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time. The only time I'd ever recommend it is probably a real beginner that has obviously postural or core issues, until I fix those issues and I still want them to get some strength and metabolism kicking, then I'll put them on a machine. Or someone that's obviously injured that they shouldn't be using that specific area, then I understand.
Yeah.
If you're perfectly able, there's no reason why you need to use a machine. It's just taking away all the benefits, really. Yeah. All right, let's press on, guys. Thanks for your feedback. That was awesome, guys. Good questions too. And this is exactly why we're bringing out our next thing, which is I've launched a program, which is a 4-week training program.
4 months.
4 months, sorry. 4 months. Which is 2 sessions a week. Okay, so I don't know what kind of training you're doing at the moment, but this covers all the functional movements, your deadlifts, your squats, presses, everything you need. It's got core work all the way through. All right, so when you're talking about your postural assessment, there's core, especially at the start, there's a lot of core focus, and then moving into the heavier stuff as you go along. Okay, it does begin with testing as well at the start. So it's got a 3-part testing to focus on the 3 main areas, which is obviously your muscular endurance, your strength, and then your cardio endurance. All right, and then it goes into the program, and you use your results from the testing to actually follow the program. So when I originally made this for our Empowered Health movement, which is our group that we have, we gave it as an option, so they can either come and do personal training with us, or they can do the online program. When I originally offered this, it was for $100 a month to use the program. But what I want to do today is I want to throw it out for you guys, because you showed that you obviously want to come and learn more. And I'm going to give the whole 4-month program for $100, $99 actually, to be specific.
Save $1.
I have it all on a PDF format. I will be going through with you one-on-one, so you get a couple of coaching calls for that as well if you're unsure in the movements. And there will also be options to add on any kind of training that you might need to actually show you the movements properly. And as we go along, we're going to add on videos and stuff as well, where we're still fine-tuning that. But the focus today is obviously to inform you what functional training is all about, and then offer you obviously the tools to actually improve that. So this online program is easily accessible. Like I said, only $99 just for this guys that are on this webinar, and you get full access, and you get even the extra support with the 2 coaching calls to actually go through it all and actually make sure you're typing everything properly. So I'm going to send you all the link probably tomorrow, just finalising that all up. If that's something you're interested in, please go ahead. I'd love to share that with you all. And that's basically it for tonight. I just wanted to say thank you again for jumping on. It's always a pleasure to kind of share our information with everyone, and I always want to try and add value. So I hope you guys got some value from that. At least knowing what functional training is all about, and it's not just about CrossFit or just about 45 or just about calisthenics. You know, you can view it in any way that works for you, as long as you're getting the results. Okay. All right, guys. No, anything you want to add on there?
No, you
good?
touched on everything.
All right, guys. Short and sweet. Go get an early night. Make sure you have plenty of rest, which is an important part when you want to get results. You've got to have recovery time as well. All right, so get some rest, and
Helps your muscles.
We'll send you the link soon. And thank you again for jumping on and hear us out. Have an awesome night, eh? Thanks,
Bye, guys.